Chapter 4 Burning Up. The day passed quickly. Jungkook helped villagers lift heavy crates while Taeyong spent most of the afternoon pretending to sew with the Omegas. Pretending being the keyword, he poked his finger 5 times and gave up. By the time evening came, something felt off. Taeyong sat at the edge of their shared bed, face flushed and hands trembling slightly. The small fire in the hearth was not that warm, but his body was burning. He pressed a hand to his chest. No, not now, please no. Jungkook noticed immediately. Okay, you look sweaty. Taeyong swallowed hard. I think it's starting. What it is? My preheat, Taeyong whispered. It not full heat yet, but my body is warming up. It is the first sign. Jungkook blinked, backing up silently. Okay, what do we do? We have to hide it, Taeyong said quickly. If the villagers find out I'm close to heat and not fully bonded to you, they will try to separate us or worse. Jungkook looked panicked. I don't know what to do, Taeyong. I don't know how to help an Omega during heat. I don't need help, Taeyong snapped, clutching the blanket. I just need time. It will pass in a day or two if I don't trigger it completely. What would trigger it? Jungkook asked carefully. Taeyong looked up, his eye glassy. Your skin, your voice, your presence of silence. Should I leave the hut? Jungkook offered. Taeyong bit his lip. If you leave, they will think something is wrong. No alpha leaves his Omega alone near heat. Jungkook gone, so I stay and watch you suffer. I am fine, Taehyung said, though his voice trembled. I just need space. Jungkook did not like it, watching Taehyung curl into a ball, shaking and flushed mad, his chest twist. Even if it was fake, he could not stand seeing him like this. Do skin blockers work for me too? Jungkook asked. No, Taehyung muttered. Omegas can't block heat. Jungkook sat down near the bed, not too close, then I will stay quiet. Won't touch, won't even breathe too loud. Taehyung smiled weakly. Thanks, Alpha. Jungkook glared. Don't call me that when you are like this. But deep down, a part of him stirred, a protective instinct, a strange pull. As Taehyung slowly drifted into an uncomfortable hot sleep, Jungkook stayed awake, eyes on the door, guarding him like a real alpha would, not because he had to, because he wanted to. Morning light spilled into the hut, but Taehyung had barely slept. His body was still warm, too warm. The preheat had not passed completely. He clutched the edge of the blanket, eyes shut, trying to steady his breathing. On the floor beside the bed, Jungkook sat up slowly, stretching his sore muscles. You okay? He asked softly. Taehyung's voice was hoarse, still hot, but manageable. Just don't get too close. Jungkook nodded. I was not planning to. A knock came at the door. They both froze. Jungkook quickly stood up, fixing his shirt. Stay in bed. Don't let anyone see you like this. Taehyung nodded weakly. The door creaked open and a young beta boy peeked in. Good morning. The village elder sent me to check on the newly bonded couple. Jungkook forced a smile. Everything is fine, just resting. But the boy looked past him and frowned. He does not have your skin. Jungkook stiffened. You are supposed to leave a mark, Alpha, the boy added, especially when your Omega is this close to him. Before Jungkook could speak, the boy stepped inside. I can help him until your bond is complete. The head elder sometimes he did not finish. Jungkook was suddenly in front of him, eyes narrowed, jaw tight. No, Jungkook said sharply, you don't go near him. The air shifted. It was subtle but strong. Jungkook's alpha presence flooded the room. Taehyung blinked from the bed. His heart thudded in his chest. That's real alpha behavior. The boy's eyes widened. He bowed quickly. Sorry, I did not mean. I will go. He rushed out and shut the door. Jungkook stood still for a moment, breathing heavily. Then he turned to Taehyung, who was staring at him with wide eyes. You did not have to do that, Taehyung said softly. Jungkook looked away. He was being weird. I don't like it. You are acting more like an alpha than you think, Taehyung whispered. Stop saying that, Jungkook muttered. This is all fake. I just did not want anyone touching you. Taehyung gave a tired smile. Possessive, protective, sound a lot like something else. Don't start, Jungkook warned, but his ears were red. The door was closed, but outside whispers already started spreading through the village. Did you hear? The new alpha defended his Omega. Maybe they really are bonded. Inside the hut, Taehyung laid back down and whispered, fake or not, thank you for choosing me. Jungkook did not answer, but later, as Taehyung dozed off again, he quietly placed his cloak over him and stayed by his side.